most amazing display of vintage tractors here this weekend, so we're going to try and be as brief as we possibly can. My goodness, we are starting on a high. Now just look at these two wonderful charitable status. In other words, at all the local shows, these girls are there. So what a fabulous thing it is to see them. Right, first in the ring, Wartime Major, an absolute cornerstone of the whole aspect and great to see. Next we have the International, the red one there, made in the old Jowett car factory in Ferguson, and again, very, very nice. Single cylinder, one piston about the size of a bucket, and the piston goes backwards and forwards. It doesn't go up and down like the traditional tractor. Marshall, of course, we know so much about them from their wonderful steam engine days, and they morphed into a tractor manufacturer. Just the most stunningly presented tractor. They're wonderful. Next, the red tractor with the hay bales. This is a massive Ferguson 35, made at Banner Lane in Coventry, so quite a local tractor. Again, beautifully presented. On the subject of beautifully presented, just look at that absolutely stunning Ford tractor there. That red tractor, and yes, it is the same firm that makes the sports cars. Back after the Second World War, Ford, which are obviously a German company, they set to and that's really how they got started. Again, very, very nicely presented. Particularly when you remember that all these tractors have worked on farms up and down the country. It is pretty extraordinary to see 60, 70, 80-year-old tractors being displayed today. The unrestored tractor that Oliver is on the course to make, how clever is he to find an unrestored tractor in such stunning condition. Next, the first of our Nuffields, the Nuffield Mini Tractor. Harry Ferguson produced a great surgery. It really sent an earthquake through the whole tractor industry, and all these manufacturers had to basically pull their socks up, and Nuffield came up with a lovely layer Mini. Next, we have another Nuffield, the 465, 4-cylinder, 65 horsepower. By that time, they were making them in Bath again. Our lovely Dexter next with the Lambourne weather cab on, and remember what we said about grey Fergies upsetting the market. Well, Ford realised as well that they had to jolly well smarten themselves up and make a little tractor, so we have the Ford and Dexter. Next, a 35, again, just a stunning restoration. The Alice B next on the East Range scheme during the Second World War. Quite a dainty, diminutive little tractor, and that was designed specifically for work in and around row crops. Now, a tremendous favourite of mine, ladies and gentlemen, the absolutely fantastic Wartime Major Triple D company in Essex. We are so pleased and so proud to see that tractor here, because A, incredibly rare, very, very valuable, but an absolute nightmare of a thing to drive on the road. And this gentleman has come from nearly down the Dale Street to bring us his wonderful day. Absolutely fantastic indeed. Triple D. First of our grey Fergies with a transport box, probably post-war the most significant tractor in the UK. A revolutionary tractor on so many levels. People ask me, well, what is the definition of a successful tractor? Well, one of the definitions is that they made and sold over 500,000 of those tractors. So that is a fairly serious endorsement. And so they keep coming. The Co-op tractor, now very unusual. That is an American tractor, again restored to the most fabulous restoration. If you went into the showroom in Arkansas and said, I'd like a new co-op tractor, that is what it would have looked like. Just the most extraordinary thing. Nuffield 465 next, that's the orange tractor there again. Bathgate in Scotland. The grey Ferguson, as we've already said, a hugely significant tractor. Very, very user-friendly. Hydraulics on the back were the main distinguishing feature. First of all, John Deere, now that big John Deere with a cab, that is a Q cab, and it's Q stands for quiet. So we're moving right up, I think, to the 1980s with that. All sorts of different tractors here this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and it is an amazing achievement for a field in the middle of nowhere, not to be able to stage a display like this. It is really, really incredible. Iron horse that's just come into the ring. So this is an intermediary machine to the extent that before this people were walking behind a horse and plough, and then it became motorised, and that is that iron horse, the lovely orange tractor. It's a pedestrian tractor, so they earn their money using that all day and every day. The tractor just coming in the ring now, this is our Ferguson 35, Perkins diesel engine in that, so a great amalgamation of massive Ferguson tractor, Perkins engine. Such a successful combination. That tractor is actually quite rare these days because so many of them got exported out into the third world, like a second life. International now, so it's just coming in the ring with the white wheels, sorry. Very much a wartime tractor with the common trace back to least range, which was a very, very important part of the whole war effort, because make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, this country would have starved. Mass starvation would have been pretty much inevitable without the support of the Americans and, of course, the support of British agriculture. The Women's Land Army, which again was an amazing part of the whole story, that was the sort of tractor they were. Our new performance tanker coming in the ring now with the grey wheels, 52 horsepower. Again, you really can't overstate how successful, how popular those tractors were in the UK throughout the 50s and 60s. The International Harvester next, and again, very, very nicely presented. Our Ford 4.6 now, moving right up into the 1980s, with that huge cab on there. The cab was started off as basically just a thing to try and keep people dry. It then morphed into a safety cab, which was a way of preventing the driver getting crushed as the tractor was going. It had a very unfortunate effect that they were incredibly noisy. And that led to the advent of the huge cab, which we see in front of us. The yellow tractor now coming in the ring, Ford 333, think it's like a carriage at Charleston Airport, doing massive starts about. Next, the Ford 3000, and again that is the agricultural version of the tractor in front. A grey and gold next, which was when Ferguson became Massey Ferguson, that was their first product. An absolutely stunning and very, very rare Ford 3000, a vineyard model. Narrow around tug, that lovely orange tractor. We can trace that back to the aircraft tug, which was an RAF requirement for a high-speed tractor on the runway. And so David Brown, an incredible company, a British company. For those of you who are in the car, David Brown, the tractor manufacturer, who at one time owned the market. came up with that crawler idea, which, in fairness to everybody, I think they peaked from Caterpillar, and that's a Ford version of the same thing. Very smart Ford Selector coming in the ring now with that kid double shot forage harvester, and that will basically harvest the grass and blast it into a trailer. Another Ford 4000, this one with a loader on and a plough. Great to see a few implements here because the implements somehow put the tractors in context, if you know what I mean. We've got tractors coming at us from all directions at the moment. The lovely Husky here. Good morning, sir. Nice to see that. So, just feast your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. You will not see a more diverse and well-presented lot of tractors than we have for you this afternoon. Rally can say it's such a fabulous display. Really extraordinary, and as I say, a huge tribute to them and all these guys. Good morning, sir. Nice to see you with your 434. Another local tractor, very, very nicely presented. That is great to see you, sir. Hope you're enjoying the weekend. The Ford 46 again now with the Q cab, again unrestored but in very nice condition, and that is really the holy grail for tractor collectors, is to be able to find these unrestored tractors. That tractor is getting on for 40 years of age. The French are famous for all sorts of things, for looking after tractors, and one of them, that was in a dreadful state when found. Again, and the Ford 3000 following it, this blue tractor in front of me, again, is the agricultural version of the same thing. Joe on her lovely Ford sauce. She didn't want the sauce to get getting knocked off, so they put the sauce pipe down underneath the tractor. Our lovely Ford County, again a local tractor. County, of course, from Fleet in Hampshire. And their whole business model revolves around taking that basic Ford tractor and adapting them, making them four-wheel drive, putting tracks on them, that sort of thing. The Fordson made about 270,000 of those made over the years. An absolute cornerstone of the whole Ford tractor operation, such a successful and popular tractor. Not least because they would always starve. Lovely to see you, sir. Thank you for bringing back. Nice to see Williams Monk, that big foreign carpet little district. That lovely tractor would really know it when we got that foreign carpet about. Ford 4000 with a good tailgate. Good morning, Greg. Nice to see you. Reversible plough on the back. That plough enables you to go down the field now and the whole thing is flipped over. Only about 20 horsepower, but make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, that little tractor was what fed this country throughout the Second World War. Incredible to see. Our John Deere 60X, John Deere 30 now are still an incredible force in tractor sales. They outsell everybody else by some margin. Our industrial 125 John Deere 3130, 95 horsepower, about, well, mid-1970s. Nuffield was bought out by British Leyland, and that was the result. Made in Bathgate in Scotland, and quite a unique factor in the country. Notice now we've already talked. But before that, they used that 14 was a popular tractor.